Hey, good morning, everybody. It was good to talk to some of you last week and know you're all doing well. I hope that you had a nice weekend, although we only really had one good day out of it. But whatever, we'll take what we can get. Hey, I just wanted to walk you through real quick what we're going to do this week. Now, I'm only assigning one thing, this Webquest, but there's a lot to do, but it's the only thing you have to do all week. So you can do it in bits and pieces. You can do it all at once, whatever you want to do and fits with your schedule. And I just wanted to walk you through a couple of the nuances here. So the first thing you do is you'll read the objectives of it, read the introduction. And then when you get here where it says slavery in America, you're going to click on this link right here. And there'll be a short reading there, okay? And then in that reading, that's where you'd answer those questions. Then you would go down to the next one here, Slavery in the Making of America. It says click on time and place heading. So you'd go back to this site and see where it says time and place right here. Select that, and then it gives you all these dates. Like some of them are going to be 1619. What was significant in terms of slavery. You click on that, you'll see a couple things in here, 1619 and others. And it's going to ask you various questions as you go through this, 1619, 1662, and so forth. What's the key thing that happened in that year based upon that? Next, you'll go to this one that's similar. It says weeping time. What is it? You need to read about it, and you'll understand what it is. And you'll basically follow that format. Another link. Now here where it says pull down menu for this one, Slavery in the Making of America. You click there and it asks you to go to the pull down menu. This is the pull down menu here, explore by subject. And it said, go down to religion. And underneath here, character spotlight, it was asking about Nat Turner. So you just click on that to read more about Nat Turner. On the next one, you're going to go down here. It's the same thing, Slavery in the Making of America, and it's going to ask you to look at, again, drop-down menu religion, right where you were, the spiritual world of slaves. Now here you're going to have to use Flash if you're on a Chromebook. So just hit links to Flash, and then this will come up, because what happens is you read this, click here, and now you get to explore different things. Like, what's this about? There's a cross. What does that mean? And it'll explain the background of it. What was in the garden over here? What's snake root? What did they use that for? And under that, you're going to find one object that reflects the influence of each of the following: African spirituality, Christianity, or voodoo. Same thing where it talked about music and songs. So you'll go there. Same sort of thing, religious songs. Just read about what they did with songs and so forth, how it impacted them. Then you're going to get to this one, triangular trade routes. Now, this one, again, is probably going to ask you, now I've already opened it before, so it didn't ask me, but it may say you have to enable Flash Player. Just do that, otherwise this will be blank. And then when you click on things, you can see it will give you the information. And you'll need that map to answer these two questions. Next, you come to under part 3, we're going to talk about the Underground Railroad. Here's a short reading. I swear. Here it is, on the Underground Railroad, what this picture is and so forth. And it'll give you some good background on the Underground Railroad. Then you get to the interactive part. And this is where I think you guys will have a little bit of fun. So you're going to go here, Journey to Freedom Underground Railroad. And you're going to take the journey along the Underground Railroad. And it says, let it fully load so it looks like this, and select begin. Go through it twice and select different options each time, as there are different scenarios. I'll explain that in a second. But this is what you want it to look like when you start. So if you go here, it takes a couple seconds for it to load. You just wait a couple seconds and then boom. This is exactly what you need. So on this one, it's pretty self-explanatory. Hit begin. And then you're going to read the background on everything on that slide. So here's what it's going to do. You're going to have a decision to make. You hit continue. Read all the background on each one of these slides. And then when you're done, you can move on to the next one. There are certain things, like this gives you some good background here. When you get to the Underground Railroad, you can, once this fully loads, you should be able to select one of these people. Actually, no, you can't. Sorry. Thought you could. My bad. But these are just some of the people on the Underground Railroad. And then eventually what it's going to lead you to is to this, where you are born into slavery. What are you going to do? And this didn't fully load for me. I apologize. And then you're going to reach this slide where it says, what do you do? Do you escape? Here's the risks. Here's the rewards. Then you move forward, and it's going to lay out the scenario for you. Now it's time to decide what you must do. Do you stay with your sisters and possibly be sold to a plantation in the South, or will you take out on your own in search of freedom? So you go to decide. And it's going to give you, for each one of these segments, two options. You either go north and try to escape or stay with your family. Go through it any way you want it first. It's going to walk you down a different path. Get to the end. Once you've gotten to the end, go back and select the opposite answer this time. Because if you click this, it's going to lead you one way and something's going to happen. But if you click this, it's going to lead you another way, and it will explain what might have happened. So there's at least two different scenarios. So answer it one way the whole way through, and then go back and select the opposite of what you chose before so you can get the full experience. It's a pretty cool little simulation. I really think you guys will like it. And then once you get done with that, and you have to answer these questions from this. Once you get done with that, just watch these 3 videos at the end, and then that's it. And then you're done. So if you finish this in a day or two, you're done with social studies for the rest of the week. If it takes you a little bit each day, do it that way, but don't stress about it. And as always, put your questions on the Google Doc office hours, and I can post responses that everybody can view, and we'll kind of go from there. Hope you guys have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. Miss you guys.